I have changed the topic of this video about 30 times now, but we're gonna roll with it. Hi, my name is Courtney, and we're gonna talk about my concert experiences. I am gonna talk about, because they're the more interesting stories, is my going to BΔSTILLE and Melanie Martinez. Now, let me tell you. So, BΔSTILLE, I had found, because I have their app and it lists their shows, and I saw one that was going to be in St. Louis, just about 3-4 hours from where I live. I was like, oh, my mom would never let me go. My parents wouldn't ever take me to that. And I talked to my mom about it, and she was like, oh, we can maybe go. I was sitting in the living room, maybe a day later. And then I was like, so do I get the tickets? And my dad was like, sure. And not only were they tickets to go and see BΔSTILLE, they were general admission, so we were going to be in the mosh pit. And my mom got us the fast passes. So we went, got my t-shirt, because I had to. And then we got in front. I was up against the barricade railing. We weren't front and center though. We were a bit off to the stage. We were off to the right a little. And so it was where Will, the bass player, in case you don't know who BΔSTILLE is, or you don't know, I couldn't be band members. But Will was standing there, and then Kyle was on the other side, so I didn't really get to see much of Kyle or Woody. I mean, I saw Woody a lot, but because he was this way, and then Will was there, and then Kyle was all the way over there. I didn't get very many videos of him. This is how it's going to be. We had all the other bands perform, Switchfoot and Capital Cities, and I forget the name of the other band. But then after Capital Cities was when BΔSTILLE was on, the last one. So sat there, and they started setting them up. And I was like, wow, I'm calmer than I thought I'd be. No, I was great. I'll not look crazy. And then the lights went out, and if you've seen any of their festival videos, when they're entering, they enter to the Twin Peaks thing, the theme song to Twin Peaks. And so it came out, the lights went off, and I just heard that, and I lost it. I saw they have the little name things on the back. In the back pockets, and I saw the green lights on them, and I was like, oh my god, and I started crying. The security guard was gave me a Subway napkin, because I was oh my gosh, and this girl next to me was are you gonna be okay? And I was ah. And my mom was stop crying, you're gonna ruin your makeup. And I was oh my gosh. That's what you do. And then, so then they played Bad Blood. And I had a moment, the whole video that I took, which I will obviously insert it because it's just priceless. You can hear me either, in all the videos I took, you can either A, hear me screaming the lyrics, or B, me bawling my eyes out, you just hear me going, oh my gosh, and it's so funny. I look back on it and laugh. So anyways, a couple songs passed and everything, and I think it was during Icarus, and I haven't found a video to it, because I know for a fact that this did happen because I made eye contact with him. So, so basically what happened was he was walking, because he paces back and forth on the stage, back and forth, back and forth. But he mainly stayed on the right side of the stage. That's where he was the majority of the time, and that's where I was, and I was so anyways, when I was standing, he's on the right side, and he starts walking away, and he kind of looked in my direction and met eyes, and I kind of went, and then he was walking off, but then he looked back, and he kind of went, And I like turned into my mom and cried. I'm not even exaggerating, I just cried. And the girl next to me was like, oh my gosh, just waved at me. So after that emotional trauma, I was like, you know, sitting there. I kind of got over the crying, you know. And then he put on his gray hoodie, and everyone knows when they're halfway through the concert and he puts on the gray hoodie, ish is about to go down. And so he had the option to go to my left or to my right, and he, like, so towards the way I wasn't and towards where I was. He went towards where I was, and I started screaming when he turned that way. I'm gonna insert the video because I have this on video. Like, see if I can turn down the volume in the clip though, and like that specific part because it's so loud. But like, he's like, there's like stairs. He's walking down the stairs, I'm sitting, and he turns my way, and he starts walking, and he walked right past me, and I touched his finger, and it was soft. It was such a creep. So then, after all that, they played like Up Night, Pompeii was over, and it was great. I was like, yes. And I was sad it was over, but I was happy I was able to like experience it and everything, and loved it. The next one is my Melanie Martinez experience at her concert, because this concert was at a bar, and so it was 18 and older unless you had like a legal guardian. Now I thought, and my mom thought, she was like, oh, Courtney, you're gonna be like the youngest person there, you know, because I thought that too. The amount of middle schoolers at this place, I was like, okay, alright. But then there were these girls in particular, there were two of them, they were holding hands and standing like this far apart. What are you doing? They were saving spots. Now, this concert was a general admission. It's like one of those things where you can't save spots because they're gonna get taken. So then they wanted to go do something, so their mom stood there, arms out, like, I was like, okay, I would have been perfectly fine with you saving your spot if your mom hadn't stood directly, like, her back. Now, I'm like 5 foot, have in mind, like, literally, like, 5 foot. Their mom's back here. So, and her mom was giving me dirty looks. I'm like, what are you looking at me like that for? I haven't done anything. So then, their mom standing there, and she was saying things like, we waited here for 4 hours because blah 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 blah, we're gonna get in front, blah 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 blah. Like, I waited there for 4 hours too. Calm yourself. So then, their mom left. My mom came back. Here's the thing. My mom's very protective. And by the time my mom left and came back, what happened? These girls were being really annoying. And they were all taller than me. Now, I was like, They were nicer about it. I would have let this in front, like, like, if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you, and you can give it. If you're gonna be rude to me, I'm gonna be rude right back to you. So one of the girls turned, and I squeezed my way into the front. My knee, like, the stage was low, my knee was touching the corner of the stage, I was right up front. These girls did not know the lean and warm method. What they did, what you're supposed to do in the lean and warm method, is you lean on their shoulder, so then they kind of go like this, and then you worm your way through. What they did was decided to press, this is my back, this is her front, pushed me, like, they were just pushing me in the front of the stage. And now, keep in mind, they were pushing me so lightly, I didn't feel it. If someone's behind you, you can hear them better. So if those two girls are watching, I could hear you really well too. What do you do? Push her, like, push her. I am pushing her, oh my gosh. And like, I wasn't even moving. that's not pushing. So then they were like, I'm right up against her, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, sucks. Then they decide, oh, let's pull her hair. So they were like taking like small pieces of my hair and pulling it, and I was like, oh, you're gonna play it like that. So then I'm like spreading my feet so it's like I'm more square so they can't like easily move me. Let's just say I remained in the front the whole time. And I'll insert videos to this concert. They're not of the girls like pulling my hair, but it's of Melanie, and she's amazing.